Did that ever do my heart good? You probably won't believe this, but I got even more satisfaction out of watching Shedeur Sanders beat the Raiders in Las Vegas in his first NFL start. More satisfaction out of that did I get than watching the impossible comeback my Dallas Cowboys just pulled off. Yeah, I'm a lifelong diehard Cowboy fan, but you know by now, I'm Shedeur's biggest believer. I just believe with all my heart and soul that this young man was born and raised to lead an NFL franchise as the quarterback. I'm not saying he'll be the biggest star we've ever seen at quarterback. I just know he's going to win a whole lot of games if given the opportunity at quarterback in the National Football League. I just know that he's got the it factor. He's got gift upon gift of accuracy and toughness and poise and supreme confidence that he obviously inherited in an avalanche from his father. As confident an athlete as I ever have known. And I do know Deion Sanders, and I did cover Deion Sanders. And that quality, that intangible, was born into his son and instilled and grown and nurtured by his father. He was raised to do what he did today at Las Vegas. This in spite of the fact that even though he was mentored through high school and college by the greatest quarterback ever, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., that in the end, Tom Brady sold him out. In the end, Tom Brady became, as a minority owner in Las Vegas with the Raiders, a majority voice in how they're rebuilding their football team. As they've said all along, we'd be fools not to lean on the advice of and the input of Tom Brady, and they would be fools. And he has advised them hugely, as we saw him wearing the headset in the first Monday night game up in the booth, in the box. And after that game, both Spytek, the GM, and Pete Carroll, the coach, said that, they speak several times a week to Tom Brady. He had input. Spytek said before the draft that he sought the input of Tom Brady. So the Raiders passed Shedeur Sanders. They had 7 chances to draft him before Cleveland finally did in the 5th round. 7 Las Vegas chances to pass. And you know and I know that they did pass because Tom Brady told them to pass. Two-faced Tom, in this case, always spoke glowingly about what a talent Shedeur was, but there's something Tom didn't like, because there's something that a lot of teams didn't like, and maybe it emanated from Brady's inside word. I know for sure it emanated from a couple of interviews that Shedeur did at the Combine with teams he did not want to play for because he just thought he was better than those teams. He was above those teams, and he flat out told them that in no uncertain terms, and they were offended, and they told all their good old boy network buddies how offended they were, and word got around, Shedeur's not for us in the NFL. We don't do it the way he does it, the way Deion did it at Colorado with DJ before the game and at halftime in the locker room. We don't drive exotic cars before we've proven anything in this league. Obviously, Shedeur was reportedly the highest paid college athlete ever because he deserved it. He filled the stands and drove the ratings for 2 years at Colorado. He deserved every penny he got. But the NFL didn't like his style, didn't like his celebrations, didn't like his swagger, didn't like his mouth, didn't like what he said. Wanted to see humility that Shedeur has. Shedeur respects the game, but he's a chip off the old man's block, man. Deion Sanders, prime time, Neon Deion, Coach Prime now. Best interview in sports. And that's Shedeur. So he was asked by CBS today, just before he took the field in Las Vegas, about what we could expect. And what did he tell the interviewer? Here's the quote. "I'm who they've been looking for." Boom, correct. I said from the start, getting Shedeur with the fifth round pick was the all-time NFL steal. I know Brady was as a sixth round pick, but nobody thought Tom Brady was a first, second, or third round pick. Nobody. I thought, and Mel Kiper thought, that Shedeur was better than Cam Ward. So effectively, Shedeur, to me, should have gone number 1 to Tennessee. And he went fifth round to the Cleveland Browns. Obviously not a place that he or his father wanted him to play. At that point, they had 5 other quarterbacks. And then fate intervened. Pickett gone, Flacco traded, Dylan Gabriel concussed. I don't know what happened to Bailey Zappi. He's still in the practice squad. I'm pretty sure Kevin Stefanski wanted to play Bailey Zappi, but I think Jimmy Haslam, the owner, intervened and said, no, it's time. We just need to take the stench out of this. We need to take some of the focus off the 2-8 mess that we are. Shedeur had become the most popular backup quarterback in the history of this league. I contributed. And he finally got his shot in the second half against Baltimore. In that last-ditch drive, you could see flashes of brilliance. You could see what I saw at Colorado. You could see the accuracy, the toughness, the poise, the command of playing the hardest position there is to play in sports. And from the start today, I saw a young man who was in control. Again, playing for a 2-8 team whose offensive line has been pretty leaky. Shedeur didn't put up monstrous, gaudy stats today. He was 11 of 20 for 209 yards with a touchdown and 1 interception, which was a bad idea, bad throw. But I predicted on a Arena Gridiron on Friday he would throw a pick. His first NFL start for a bad team. I do like Cleveland's defense. Offense can sputter, stumble. And right away, he escapes right, and on the run, as he's about to get crushed, Shedeur Sanders cut loose with a monster throw. Like an Olympic winning throw. It was unbelievable to Isaiah Bond, who had sneaked behind the secondary for a 66-yard catch that set up the first touchdown. Then he rolled right again, escaped right. I've been saying this again and again. His mobility is way underestimated, underrated, underhyped. He escaped right, pulled up, hit Jerry Jeudy for 39 yards. Jeudy starts going Deion, trying to prime time it a little bit, high step it. Doesn't see a defender coming from behind who stripped him. And then final nail in Vegas' coffin, in Tom Brady's coffin today, was a swing pass. It was just a swing pass, but it was on the button where Dylan Sampson, a kid from Tennessee, could catch it and burst with it. And did he ever burst right through the Vegas defense, 52 yards for a touchdown? That was Shedeur's first NFL touchdown pass. Not a thing of beauty, but so perfectly executed to a Dylan Sampson who killed my Vanderbilt Commodores last year. At least he's not there this year. And we as an underdog have to go win at Tennessee to have some shot at slipping in the back door of the college football playoffs. We got a chance. I think we'll win this game at Tennessee. My point is, with only 64 yards rushing today, Shedeur Sanders led the Browns to a 24-10 victory. They rise to 3-8. If Shedeur had started from the start this year, they would have been the story of the year. The team feeds off him. You could see the whole body language of everybody on offense and defense just looked different today because they thought we have a real quarterback who gives us a real chance. This quarterback will play to win as opposed to Dylan Gabriel playing, dinking, clunking, not to lose. That's what he does. Dylan, I know Dylan from the 2 years he played at Oklahoma, team I grew up loving. Dinking and clunking. Low risk, low reward. Shedeur just the opposite. This team would have been special with Shedeur starting from the start. Even as a rookie quarterback, I don't care what you say. You can tell me Flacco. You can tell me Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Bailey Zapp. No, this kid is it. This kid is the real deal. This young man oozes leadership and charisma and it factor. This kid has win ability to him. And this team, led by this young man, number 12, he chose 12 only because it's his father's number 21 backward. It's the only thing he could do. So he chose 12, the only number that he could get that he wanted. And you might say he was Brady-esque today, made all the throws he had to make. 24-10 winners, looked the part, played the part, just reeked of NFL franchise quarterback. I loved what I saw, and I love what I'll see going forward. Please let him play again. The schedule only gets tougher and tougher, and I don't care. I don't care if they're going to play the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens or the Cowboys 90s dynasty teams. I don't care. This young man will figure it out. This young man will play up to the competition and just get better and better. Cleveland, don't miss the boat. Let him play. Let him put you back on the map. Because as he said, he is who you've been looking for. He proved that today. Way to go, Shedeur Sanders. I love you, young man. I believe in you.